Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 3 of the 5-star Bloody Battle Raid Tournament with no reds. I'm going to feature my 5 raid flags with commentary. Today's featured hero is going to be Grovert. I love using Grovert. He is fast mana speed. After his special skill has been cast, he increases the mana of the caster by 20%, summons a Moss Mothling Mega Fiend for the target. The Fiend damages the enemy with 275% attack every turn. The Moss Mothling Mega Fiend absorbs healing and disappears when it has absorbed health equal to 70% of its owner's max health. When summoned, the Moss Mothling Mega Fiend gives minus 50% mana generation for its owner for as long as the owner has the Mega Fiend. So because he's fast mana speed and a druid class, he can get to 7 tiles with his first special with a legendary troop, and then afterwards he pretty much turns into a very fast mana speed hero because of that 20% mana that he gives himself, so long as we're not going up against any owls that have that passive where the instant mana cannot be gained as much. And if you compare Grovert with a fox hero with the 50% healing passive, then it's going to make that Mega Fiend even more difficult to get rid of. So we are going to try to get a fox in here. I do have a couple of them. In today's first battle, we're going to be going up against an all nature team with Egthau as the tank. They've also got Ferris, Muktis, Grovert, and then also Gregorian, who I haven't seen in a very long time. I guess my opponent just really wanted to get all nature heroes in here. So let's make up a team here. I think I'm going to use Sable as our one fox in here. Even though we're going up against a green team, I do want to get her in here. I do also have Shadowfang as well, but I like the revive factor for Sable. So let's get her in here real quick here. And then probably going to bring in either a couple more greens or a purple or yellow. Let's bring in Fungustine as another healer. Probably going to go overboard on healers because I really want to try to feature Grovert with that Mega Fiend and just let him do all the damage. Let's also get in Holy Heroes. I think I might bring in Cleopatra as another healer, and then I'll bring in one more attacker, and I think I'll bring in Toon Leonidas so that I can do some mana cut. Actually, you know what? Let's bring in a bigger sniper. Let's bring in Toon Sartana. All right, we're gonna go into battle with this. All right, here's our first flag. I'm going to start off with the purple diamond and that yellow match over on the right. I'm going to try to save the purple diamond if possible. I'm going to match the 3 yellows in the bottom right first. Now I'm going to match the 4 blues on the right, and then I'm going to match the 3 blues in the middle so that we'll get Sable. Although, I don't know why I just remembered, but we are in Bloody Battle, and Sable is not going to work to revive, and Fungustine isn't going to work to heal, so I am going to have to win this with a little bit of brute force between Grovert and Sartana, it looks like. I made it to day 3 without forgetting that it was Bloody Battle, but obviously Sable is not going to work out. At least she can cleanse any ailments that I have after she comes out of hiding. All right, let's do some damage here with Sartana now. Let's kill off Ferris, or do some damage to Ferris first. Now I'm going to match the 4 greens with those yellows. Going to set off another cascade of greens, which is going to give me Grovert. And I'm going to put a Mega Fiend on Grovert and get rid of those minions and make it so that we can kill him. Now, let's match the 3 yellows on the left. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to heal with Cleopatra, but at least I'll be able to cleanse. And actually, I don't want to cleanse because I've got Moth Dust on Grovert. So let's move up these 3 blue tiles. This was a terrible team selection. If I win this battle, then I'm going to be pretty excited, and you'll be able to really see the impact of Grovert if that happens. Alright, let's use Sartana on Ferris. I'm going to hit the purple diamond, I think, so we can get Sartana back before she dies. And I think I want to do damage to Muktus, because we might be able to kill Egthau with tile damage. Not quite, and he's going to go off again. Damn. He might even kill everybody. Almost. Yeah, no way we're going to win this battle. And this was completely on me. Alright, at least we got a Mega Minion on Sartana. Maybe that will save me. Let's match these 3 yellows up the middle and see if that kills Egthau, and it did. And we got a cascade of purples. And Grovert is dead. I'm going to hit this red diamond and hope that I get a purple tile somewhere in there. We did. I wonder if I can kill Muktus, maybe? Or come close to it. Wow. Alright. Let's match these 3 greens in hopes that that kills Muktus. Not quite. Muktus is probably going to kill Sartana, yeah. Alright, well, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. We are definitely going to switch up the team this coming time around. Let's take out our healers and take out Sable. Let's bring in Shadowfang as an attacking Fox hero for that Mega Fiend. Although the healing doesn't even matter since it's Bloody Battle. Man, I am all messed up today. Alright. Let's bring in a minion hero with Zhuge Liang. And then I'm going to bring in a couple other snipers, I think. Let's bring in Toon Leonidas. And then I'm going to bring in Toon Domitia. All right. Well, we lost our first battle. Let's see if we can pick this up and turn this around the rest of this day 3. All right, we are going to have our 4 greens to match right away. I actually have a couple options. I can either match the 4 greens in the bottom right, or I can match those 3 blues to set off the cascade. I think I want to match the 4 greens on the bottom right, because if I match the 3 blues, it's going to separate all the other ones. Yeah. Now I'm actually going to match the 3 greens on the top right. That will give me Grovert. Let's put the Mega Fiend on Richard. Now we're going to be able to get Grovert in 2 turns right away. Let's match the 3 greens in the middle right-ish area. Yeah. Then we can match 3 greens next turn. Actually, let's match them this way up against Quarry. And let's put a Mega Fiend on Quarry. Actually, he has the dodge effect. Let's put it on Zhuge Liang. Now, let's match these 3 yellows on the bottom right, and then I'm going to match the yellows on the left, which will give me Leonidas and possibly Zhuge Liang. He is slow mana speed, but because he has the mana boost ether power, he kind of acts more like an average speed hero for his first special, which, as you can see, we could get a special. Perfect. So let's use Zhuge Liang, and then I am going to use Leonidas on Zhuge Liang, I think, or maybe Atwood, actually. Yeah, let's use him on Atwood. Now, I am going to match the 3 blues vertically up against Peregrine, I think. He should die from the, or get a lot of damage anyway from his attack because of the counterattack right now. He only attacked 2. Let's match the 3 greens on the bottom left. That's going to give me Grovert special again, or just kidding, he's got Moth Dust. Alright, well, we got these 3 greens I can use to kill Richard and get Grovert special now. And let's put that Mega Fiend on Atwood. Now, I am going to match the 3 blues in the top right, setting off that cascade of yellows underneath. Let's match these 3 yellows up against Zugay. Alright, Zugay is dead. Let's use Leonidas on Atwood, since Peregrine and Corey still have that dodge effect. Let's match some tiles up against Peregrine now. See if we can kill him with a cascade. Not quite. Alright, we do have Grovert. So Peregrine died from the counterattack. Let's see if we can hit Corey with the Mega Fiend, and we were able to. Awesome. Okay, now we can just ghost tiles. I haven't gotten a purple special this whole entire battle, and we are finally about to get one for Sartana. Domitia is dead. And this might end the battle. Awesome. All right, we are 1 for 2 today. Next up, we've got a Grovert tank team. They've also got Shadowfang, Eggthau, Peregrine, and Gander. I am probably going to keep the same team. Even with, like, getting almost no purple tiles, we still were able to get the win out of that battle. All right. To start, I am going to set up a purple diamond. We're going to match the 3 greens vertically first, and then I'm going to match the blues next turn to move up the blue tiles and match the purple diamond. And I'm actually going to hit that purple diamond. Usually I like to save them, but where Domitia has the Mega Fiend already, this will give me enough tiles. Actually, Domitia has the negative mana generation, so I should have waited for 1 more turn. Alright, let's try to kill off Grovert over the next couple turns before he gets going with the Mega Minions, or Mega Fiends rather. Let's match this yellow diamond. Nice cascade of purples. Kill Grovert, please. Almost. Alright, now we've got Domitia special. Grovert is dead. Let's kill off, or rather do some damage to Gander, especially since Domitia does extra damage to Holy Heroes. 2,658. That's from a single limit broken hero. I will take it. Alright, now let's hit this blue diamond, I think. Yeah. Quite a cascade that I didn't really want. Let's match these 3 yellows on the right. And then the 3 yellows on the right again. That it's going to give me my yellow specials. I really need those minions for the counterattack. Let's use Zugay Liang, and then let's see what kind of damage we can do to Eggthau with Leonidas. And they are both asleep. Let's put a Mega Fiend on Shadowfang. I'm going to hit this green dragon. I think that's going to give me Sartana special. Perfect. And let's hit Egg-Thou with Sartana. See what kind of damage that does. And Egg-Thou is dead. Very nice. Let's see if we can keep Shadowfang asleep. Put a Mega Fiend on Gander. Gonna match the 3 yellows here. Yeah. Let's match these 3 greens. That's gonna give me Grovert special, so we can put a Mega Fiend on Peregrine. And he's gonna go off anyway, so let's hit this yellow diamond. All right. We've only got Sartana left. Peregrine has a Mega Fiend, so we're not going to hit him with any tiles. And he is dead. And Sartana was on the brink of death. All right, I will take that win. We are now 2 for 3. Next up, we have a Glass Domitia tank team. All Glass heroes, actually, with Glass Sartana, Glass Elkinen, Glass Liana, and Glass Magni. So I'm definitely going to take out Zhuge Liang, since the counterattack is not going to work, since the Glass heroes will bypass it. And let's bring in another green, maybe. Who is their tank again? Domitia. So let's actually take out our purples and maybe bring in a couple more yellows. I can bring in Satin Pimenter. And let's bring in another buff hero. Let's go back to our nature heroes here. Let's bring in Peregrine. And then also Kolya. He'll give me that Mega Minion that safely cleanses at the end of each turn as well. And let's go into battle here. Gonna start off with these 4 purples on the top right. That will set off a cascade of reds underneath. We got some greens out of that as well. Very nice. Let's match these 4 yellows. Nice cascade of some more yellows and even more. That actually worked out great. We might be able to kill Domitia before she even goes off. Let's use Leonidas on Domitia. 2,172 damage. I will take it. Let's match these 3 yellows with the 2 dragons. Do not set off Domitia. No. Alright, let's use Satin Pimenter on the 3 in the middle. Domitia is dead. Now, let's match these 3 reds up against Elkinen. We did get some more yellows too. Very nice. Kill Elkinen. Man, that was close. We're going to match these 4 greens now. I'm hoping this is enough to give me Grovert. He's got Moth Dust, but we should be able to get a special. Okay, perfect. Now, let's put the Mega Fiend on Sartana. And then I'm going to use Kolya over here on the right, and then Peregrine on the right as well. This should kill Liana. Awesome. Let's ghost these 3 green tiles. We're going to be able to get another Mega Fiend right away. Just kidding. Grovert has Moth Dust. Alright. Let's reduce Sartana's mana. And hit this green dragon so that we can get Grovert's special this time. Leonidas is dead, but that's okay. We're going to put a Mega Fiend on Magni. He's going to be dead in a couple of turns, probably. He's got a defense up, so the Mega Fiend is not doing as much damage. And we'll kill off Magni with Satin Pimenter. And we are 3 for 4 today, 1 flag left, and we're going to go up against another Glass team here, mostly with Glass Elkinen, Glass Vivica, Glass Obicon. They've also got Spartoy and Medea. I am thinking about using the same team. Yeah. Let's use the same team here. I'm going to start off with the 3 purples on the top right. That's going to give me 4 yellows. Now, I'm going to match the 3 greens on the bottom left. And then we're going to hit the yellow dragon as it is right now, though, so that I can hit that green tile, because remember, we need 7 tiles for Grover, but he's got Moth Dust now again. Damn, I feel like the Moths should have inherent resistance against Moth Dust. Alright, well, let's match the 3 blues up against Elkinen, see if we can get a purple, and we did get a purple. I was going to match the 4 greens, but that's alright. Let's match the 3 yellows up against Vivica. And 3 more yellows against Vivica. It's Bloody Battle, so she's not going to do any good. Let's use Leonidas on Medea. I'm going to match these 4 yellows here. Give me a green. Yeah. I'm going to use Satin Pimenter on the 3 on the left, since Obicon still has the counterattack. Although that actually is gone now, but... Ooh. Spartoy is asleep. Let's use Satin Pimenter on the 3 on the right then. Let's match these 3 yellows. Hopefully those 2 greens are enough to give me Grover, but maybe not. And they were not. Let's match these 3 greens here. That will give me Grover. And Elkinen is dead. Let's use Kolya. That should kill Vivica. I'm going to use Peregrine on the 2 on the left. Let's kill Obicon with the Mega Fiend over the next few turns. And then I'm going to hit Spartoy with Leonidas. This might kill him. I'm going to hit this yellow dragon to get that 1 green tile. That was enough to kill Spartoy, and this battle should be over in a moment from the Mega Fiend on Obicon. Nice cascading, and keep on going. And the Mega Fiend ended up killing Obicon, and we ended up going 4 for 5 after that snafu in the first battle, where I forgot it was Bloody War, or Bloody Battle rather, and I brought 2 healers and a reviver. That was a shit show of a battle. But ended up going 4 for 5. Right now we are 13-2 on the week. We are ranked 6,056, so kind of on the cusp of 1%. So we should be able to get in the top 1%, so long as I remember that it's Bloody Battle Raid Tournament over the next couple days. And defense not doing hot. We have an E rating, so definitely going to need to win at least 9, probably 10 battles over the next 2 days to get into the top 1%. Let me know how your Bloody Battle Raid Tournament is going, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.